Oh man, I see Ryan calling me. Let me tell. This dude got this takeover app, man. Like, yo, Ryan, what up? What up? Why you got these takeovers? These Ryan takeovers? How do you do this? How do you do this?
I
Like,
got
the phone doesn't even ring no more. It used to ring, and I used to get caught. Now I'm just sitting here, and it's just like Ryan Cowdery, and I'm like, I feel like I'm in a movie, dog.
I had some special operatives, create a hard line right to your phone.
Man, my man out here hanging with the crypto hackers. But what you got? What you got in mind?
Where I found the crypto hackers, I just went on Etherscan and I started DMing wallets.
Wait,
'Cause
hold up, hold up, hold up,
I don't
hold up,
know if
hold
you
up.
know about this new feature.
Wait, what? Wait, what? You can DM a person on Etherscan? When did this happen?
Just a week or two ago, they dropped a beta version called Blockscan Chat, where you can find somebody's wallet address, you can send them a direct message right to somebody's wallet.
All right. So Blockscan Chat. This sounds mad fascinating because it solves a problem. Is this centralized, I'm guessing? Because there's no way, like, what protocol
Yeah.
isn't on Ethereum? Because I don't think you can do that on Ethereum.
Yeah, I don't think it's a blockchain based. Like, I don't think that they're writing these messages to the blockchain or anything. I think it's just a centralized feature on top of Etherscan, but still, like, kind of a cool incremental, idea nonetheless.
I'm still processing the whole concept of like messaging someone off Etherscan because like it's a little invasive too, bro. Like think about it. Like on Etherscan, if you really did spend some time on Etherscan, you know how to look up a wallet and see how much money they had in the wallet, how much money they got in the wallet at that time, what's going in, what types of transactions, what type of NFTs are being transacted in that wallet. Like Etherscan is pretty revealing, bro. Like, they don't let up off that gas at all. And like,
Yeah.
don't let yourself connect an ENS domain to that, because if you mess around and connect your ENS, and then I could find you on Twitter through your ENS, man, it's game over, bro. Like you might get hella DMs, not only on Twitter, but then also you might get hit up on Etherscan on this block chat. It's called block chat.
Blockscan Chat.
They got the Blockscan chat. Okay. So what's your take?
Like the first like visceral take, and then I started scrolling through Twitter, and somebody else had the same thought. Is like, there's just gonna be people DMing wallets saying, "Yo, send me your credentials, like send me your private keys and stuff." I feel like fraud could be a huge problem with being able to DM wallets. Imagine this: somebody creates a bot that basically, whenever a new wallet is claimed, they basically send a DM to that wallet right away asking like, "Hey, this is Etherscan saying, welcome to the platform. We just want to, make sure that everything's all right. If you don't mind sending us your private keys." Like I feel like you could really, really screw some people over with this new feature.
I mean, that's always an inevitable factor of any new messaging app, right? Like when you think about even the first form of AOL chat, people were sharing their addresses and people were going missing off that. If you think about email, there's spam. If you think about NFT wallets, like when we got those, people would send you spam NFTs. They're still on that actually. And then the gas fees got high and that declined a little bit. I think with wallets in Web3, we're going to need a solution that makes sense as it relates to getting to this domain where you can interface with each other and still retain some anonymity. Some people probably won't check it because there's the whole concept of like, okay, if you DM a cold wallet, when will they ever log in to see they had a notification? It begs the question, in this Web3 era, are we just creating new monopolies, right? Is Etherscan a new monopoly? Is OpenSea a new monopoly? Is, MetaMask a new monopoly? And are these new monopolies just going to get acquired by the old monopolies, right? That's a real question, right? Like who buys MetaMask, right? There's a lot of companies out there that would benefit from that. Like I could see Samsung saying like, hey, we don't care what the price is. We just want to make our Samsung phones relevant. So we'll buy MetaMask and integrate it in every Samsung phone. And like, I mean, Ryan, who's going to get mad? Like crypto community probably would rally around that.
I kind of tend to agree with you here. I mean, first of all, do you think like blockchain-based messaging is necessary? Like I've seen a couple companies, there's one called Secretum and another called Status, that they're blockchain-based messengers. So all the encryption is through the blockchain, Do you think like that's a wave that we need to get on?
I think there's still quite a bit of a delta before we get there, right? I think we still need to figure out, if blockchains and the ledgers are what servers and cloud computers were to us, 10, 15 years ago, we haven't hit that inflection point where things start to take off. Like there's a lot of promise, there's a lot of white papers out there There's a whole lot of protocols, and I think a lot of people are excited for Ethereum and layer 2 and what that could offer. But like running apps natively on the blockchain, we're starting to see some very early examples of what is possible there. But I think it's just really early. We're asking ourselves to do a lot. I saw somebody trying to sell the whole concept of YouTube for the blockchain. I'm like, dude, like, it's hard enough to do IPFS. Like, how are you gonna store a whole video on a decentralized blockchain? Like, how? Who's gonna encode it? Like, it's just like some of these things. Like, if it's just finite data, I get it, right? Because you can program and build for that. But messages are not finite elements of data unless you want to go back to like the old school SMS era, where like everybody gets 120 characters, and you could only use the T9 keyboard to send that message. Then like maybe we could get it popping.
We're in the era of emojis and GIFs and like stickers and shit.
That's
we're not ready to go back to that.
That's what I was just about to say. It's like we're used to iMessage and WeChat and Line and Bumble. Like nobody's gonna be excited by a text-based messaging protocol. Remember when Signal first tried to come in the game, and like how disadvantaged they were in the early days? Like you remember Signal in the early days? It was not a very robust messenger. Now obviously they added to it and they've caught up and they've reached, I would say, parity, but like it took like several years to make that happen.
Yeah, for sure. I think I might have to go sign up for this beta and send you a DM on Etherscan just to check this out.
Hey bro, for sure. Let's get it popping. They're gonna have all our info though, so we gotta use burner wallets or something.
Good call.
For sure. One.